Hey everybody, it's IFBB Pro Chris Dem. Today we're going to talk about a subject that I believe that is going to help a lot of people, but I believe because I've done it and I can help other people do along the journey, along the way. And that's about giving it your best, never giving up. I started bodybuilding at the age of 14 years old. I was a 98-pound wrestler. And I remember being a wrestler, 98 pounds, and looking at, Lou Ferrigno picture, looking at Arnold Schwarzenegger picture, looking at a lot of different guys' picture, Lee Labrada, Kevin Leone, and telling myself, I want to look like that. And here I am, a 98-pound wrestler, saying I want to look like that. So when I told people I want to be a bodybuilder, people laughed. And the reason why is because you can count bones coming out of me. And but I didn't see that picture of that 98-pound wrestler. I saw myself as a professional bodybuilder and one of the biggest and best bodybuilder in the planet. But I never gave up on it. I never gave up, and I always put in my best work all the time. And so basically at 14 years old, I started bodybuilding, and at 17 I did my first competition at 135 pounds, soaking wet. And I came home and took first place overall in Best Poser. Back then we had Best Poser. And I was hooked. And every single year after that, I put on about 4 to 5 pounds a year. And I didn't focus on the 240-pound Chris Dem. I focused on putting on 4 to 5 pounds a year. And I knew that if I put on 4 to 5 pounds a year, I'm going to reach my goal. I was going to get to what I needed to get to. And when I talk about, giving it your best, whatever you're doing in life, you just want to basically shoot for it and never quit. But give it your best, because you know what? If you did your best, then you can come back out as a winner. If you did your best, and I always tell my competitors, if you put in 100% and you place 4th, 5th, 6th, then you know what? You did your best. You did what you're supposed to be doing. A lot of my competitors, I know that it's really hard when you're a competitor, that if you don't win the show, you feel like you're a loser. But remember, this journey is a journey for yourself. This journey is a journey for yourself to get better every single year. And as long as you're getting better every single year, as long as you're giving it your best, then you did what you're supposed to be doing. You did what you are in your heart that you're supposed to do. And now if you went out there and you're cheating on your diet and you're not doing what you're supposed to, but then you expect to basically do well and win a show, maybe you can win a show. But when you don't win a show, or you don't compete against the best, and you didn't do well, you can't blame anybody else but yourself. You got to look in the mirror and say, you know what, I did it to myself, and I deserve what I deserve. And that goes for everything in life. It's not just, bodybuilding. It's not just getting in shape. It's not just, trying to lose weight. This goes for whether you're going to school, you want to make sure you're doing your homework. Whether you're basically at work, you want to give it 110%, because it will always pay more dividends than not putting in that 110%. Because, if you've done it all, then you can walk away and you can go to bed, sleeping at night, and say, you know what, I did my job. And that's how it was for me. I remember, starting at 14. I didn't turn pro until I was 30 years old. Guys, that's 16 years of never quitting. And I can tell you, in that 16 years, I never took any time off. I might take a rest day, 1 or 2 rest day, but I stayed consistent all the way through. I never quit. And a lot of people would have gotten discouraged, 5 years into it, 6 years into it, and not doing well at the USA, the National, and they would already quit. I didn't quit. I knew that as long as I'm getting better every single year, I did my job. I did what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's how it is. And look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself every single day when you wake up, did you do your diet? Did you work out? Did you do your cardio? Did you do what you're supposed to be doing? And if you did, then you know what? You can go to sleep at night knowing that you know what, you did your job. And as long as you're doing that, then you're on the right track. My situation is I went in for surgery 4 years ago, and I woke up with a spinal cord injury where I couldn't feel my legs, couldn't move my toes. And the doctor gave me a 0.02% that I'll ever walk again. But I didn't believe in that. All I need is that 0.2% to know that I can go and succeed. And that's how it was back then when I had my spinal cord injury, and that's how it is now. As long as I'm moving forward, then I know that, you know what, the directions, the people, the event, the places, all those things are going to come my way where I can be successful. And that's how it is. So as long as you're pushing forward, you know you can get this thing done. As long as you're giving it your best, then you know you did what you're supposed to be doing. And that's how it works. So I believe that I'm going to walk, squat, and leg press again. And I believe for you guys that you're going to go ahead and be successful in everything you do in life as long as you give it your best. Other than that, guys, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.